When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron
of late
pressure.
night NCAA
and that is
stream.
ratcheted up when you go on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have the football first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try it over the left side. Got room at the 35. Turning on the Jets.
That's
the 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown,
that's
Seminoles.
That boy. Good shit, kid.
He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You're right.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offense...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
The Noles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee in this. We'll start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Gonna swing it on second down. Finds his man. It's Bobo. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Royer. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Under fire. Connection to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Alright. Are they going for it? That's why I'm confused.
NC State looking to convert the fourth down here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Grab near the marker. It's Bobo. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it.
You know that.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. To the air on second down. Pressure coming. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. NC State has to come up with a big play here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll run it to the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Bringing the heat. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, NC State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Wow.
Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball? Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Right on the money. At the 40, there he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any...
Breaks into the open.
Yeah.
Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, no! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. They'll give it to the back. Creates a little room. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Y'all ain't doing that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. And some room to work. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking to throw on first down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Running behind that left side. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quarterback keeper. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Back to the ground game on the left. Got enough for the first down.
Yeah.
He's loose down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Seminoles.
shit, kid. I ain't gotta tell you what to
Huge
do.
play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive
gotta tell
plays
you what
like
to
this.
do with it.
You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men will have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. Nevada handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Reno, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Mountain West, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Looking deep down the right side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Nice. Get out of there, JC. Get out of there, JC.
The 10.
Get out of there, JC.
Touchdown, Florida State. The defense putting points on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And, Jesse, probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. NC State quick to the line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
The Wolfpack line up, facing third and approximately half a mile. Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. On fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boy
breaks into the open on the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Give to the running back. Turning it on.
I'm nasty with it.
The 20.
I'm nasty with it.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Knowles!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football,
fuck him up.
but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Bobo.
Yeah.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Works the middle of the field. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just...
Unloads it downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Good.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Good.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down.
Cup.
Touchdown, Seminoles! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Why you did it like that?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count?
Help him.
And it pays off. The sack at the 20. NC State going up tempo. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch right at the 50. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
So?
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Good play, boy.
And the Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here we go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the catch. Jumped on top of the pile.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a man on the left.
Oh, my God.
Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a team.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
God,
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Handoff to the single back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got it down the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Takes it on the return. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
Oh, shit.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll throw it. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, no!
Easy, man.
And they take it in for 6 more points.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They get a rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Lost one deep down the right side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things.
Oh, he's got some space.
Nice.
The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Boston College. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he makes the grab, and he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time.
Yeah.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout.
Oh, my God.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going right to work up top. He wants to take the top off. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got him.
Oh, my
Lots of
God.
running room. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Oh, stay up, JC.
He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side.
All right, Robbie.
The 40.
Right, Robbie.
Open. The 10.
Oh,
and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, heading to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. NC State right to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Off play action on 1st down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat.
Oh.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. No way to
fumble.
go, and the ball is loose.
Nice.
And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football, and you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Trying the left side. There he goes. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Oh, better look out. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Seminoles are in the red zone. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground.
Nice.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Field goal is good. And when you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.